Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back in today's class. Day number 21, and we can say that almost 60 to 70% course has been completed. Two major topics has been left. One is CMDB and one is scripting. CMDB we are going to be start or scripting we are going to be start by tomorrow, which take 2 to 3 days to complete. Okay. Today I'm going to pick up a very different topic. If you see here, let me come and let me show you an example. Incident. Create new. Okay. Now, if you notice one thing, if I change in the impact, so currently it's 3, 3 and 5. If I change in the impact from 3 to 2, you can see priority is getting changed. If I change urgency from 3 to 2, priority again getting changed. Let's understand that what this concept called and how this is changing automatically. Even though the word automatically is not the right word, how this priority gets changed as we change in the impact or the urgency. Because priority has been calculated, priority is equal to impact into urgency. What do you mean by the word impact?
Impact is
Mhm.
that is me.
Impact means like a kind of business loss, can we say? Can you,
Yeah. So
if you did
how
not
how
have,
serious something is.
okay, if you did not have food for a 1 day, what impact on your body or what impact on your health? Something you're losing, right? In simple words, we can say, right,
Yeah,
Elisa?
yeah.
Okay.
The effect of something.
Yes. Now, what is urgency? What is urgency?
How important something is.
How important or how quickly you can fix it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So impact we can say kind of a loss and quick. Now what is priority? What is priority? Priority means that in a sequence where this stand actually. Now if I give example, there is some fire is going on or fire happened. Urgency is that you how quickly the ambulance the fire brigade can come. Priority is to pick up the people who are inside the house, to make a video that I'm helping to the people, or to have a snacks by sitting aside and seeing first I complete my snacks, then I'll call to the ambulance. So priority is like a sequence that which is important for you first. Importance kind of things I can say, right? In a
Yeah.
simple words. Now I give example. Aliza is working in a company and she has her I card. every day she is going to office, she swipe the card, only then she is able to enter into the floor. Okay, this is a day when she reached office, she tried to swipe it, but that card did not work. Maybe once, twice, thrice, that card did not work. Okay, one part. Now the second part. On the same day, the director of a company or the CEO of that company is coming to your branch or the location, and he entered in that area and he tried to swipe his card. His card also did not work. Now the person who was sitting on the reception, for who is more important here? Is Eliza or is the director? What do you say, Eliza?
The director.
Definitely director. Why you say director? Why you not say yourself? You're also working in that company, right?
Yeah.
Then
I think based on hierarchy.
okay, what hierarchy?
Hierarchy, based on the importance.
Hmm. So how you calculate that?
Sure.
You calculate the impact first. That if director will not go into the office, reach on the floor, he will miss out his meetings and that will be lost to the company, right? But in your case, if you reach in your bay or in your desk half an hour, 1 hour late as well, there is nothing going to impact much, correct? Urgency because he has a senior position. So that is a quick, as soon as quickly we can get sorted his card access issue problem. And priority because he's be there with some other people as well, which is on priority, we had to be fixed. Means if tomorrow he need to become again and he need to be still the face issue, same issue, then it's not look good. So that is the priority. In your case, these all things are there, but on the lower side. Maybe impact for you is 3 or 4. Urgency for you is 3. And impact urgency make a priority. There's a term called the priority matrix. PRIPO. See, this is this is the priority matrix. Or I can show you not this one, this one. High, medium, low, high, medium, low. But priority is never high, medium, low. Priority is P1, P2, P3, and P4 and P5. See, these are the priority values. There is impact, there is urgency. We follow or ServiceNow follow the ITIL standard priority matrix. If I put like this, then you will see like this. Completely the same thing which we discussed just now. But you can see here. Impact urgency. Now for us the question come, why it is getting changing? And what concept this called? This concept called the lookup assignment. That if I change in the value of one parameter, the second parameter gets changed automatically. Okay, so this is a concept of the lookup assignment. Now if you see that there's an impact, there's an urgency, and priority is getting set, it means there must be a table which store this value. If priority 1, impact 1, then if impact 1 urgency 1, priority should be 1. If 2, 1, then 2. It means there must be a table where this thing has been defined. Right? Right, Sahil, right, Aliza?
Yeah, right.
There must be something, right? Let's say you went to your cousin house and you have a nephew and niece as well, sorry. And you told them, okay, do one thing, go to in my room, in the right side corner, there is a drawer. In the drawer's third drawer, open it and you will get the chocolates. It means you define that lookup table. So what the kids will do, they will go in your room, they will check the left corner, they will check that particular drawer and open the drawer, third drawer, and get it done. Why you told? Because you already configured these value at that particular place. So now let's understand that how it's work. Let's come here and for lookup assignment. And that is called the data lookup. This one. Data lookup. What this do? And this is the this priority lookup. Here the two things are important. One, we have to be defined a table. Please.
Sorry, so I saw parity lookup and parity problem look at. Shouldn't
Yes.
they be the same thing?
No. One is on the incident table and one is on the problem table.
Mm.
There's a difference. The working may be same, the solution may be same, but it has been applied on the two different tables. Okay.
Incident and problem are basically the same thing.
No, come on, no, never. Incident is something which says that there is an interruption in your services, a degradation in your services. That is called the incident.
Yeah.
Problem is something which is happening again and again and you don't know the reason of that.
Okay.
Never, these two are never same word, never same concept.
Okay. Yeah.
This whole industry working on the three terms: incident, problem, and change.
Oh yes, incident problem change.
Yes. If you see that these three are the core parameters of this industry, because something is not working, we have an incident. Why it is working, why it is not working again and again, that is a problem. And to fix that problem, we have a change record.
Yeah.
Okay. So this. So now in this thing, in this particular table, two things are important. If I say, guys, okay, I have this thing. Now, what I want, if I select impact, then priority must be set. And this is called matcher and setter. Means you told to the kids, go to my room, left side there is a drawer. They go to your room and they match it. That okay, left side there's a drawer, yes, there's a drawer. In the drawer, third drawer, again they are matching it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drawers there, third drawer. Open that and you will get the chocolates. That is a setter. When they get the chocolate, that is a setter. So we have to match it. I'm not sure in your side, but in India, there's a lot of time these things happen. Let's say my mom is be sitting in other room and I'm in the kitchen and I'm making a cup of tea. I ask my mom, okay, where's the sugar? Where's the tea? So she will not come to me. She told me from there only, from that room. Okay, on the top left side, third column, third row, the round box. This is what she is giving me instructions for the matching. If I get, that is a setting. So here we have to be define it. That what need to be matched. Match the impact and urgency. And set the priority. But how to find that if impact is 1, urgency is 1, the priority should be 1. That should be coming from the table called this one, DLU priority lookup table. Let me go back and show you that table. This one. Table has, let me check, do we have any module for this? No, sorry, PRI. Oh. This is the table. This table has defined that if impact is 1, urgency 1, then priority is 1. This is what defined by you. As Eliza, put the chocolates in the third drawer. And then you give the instruction to the kids and they're following instructions and getting it. Clear till now the concept?
Yeah.
Good. Now let's do the practical part. What the practical part we are going to be do? So what we will do, we will not use the same thing with given by service now. We will do a little bit different so that we can see that how it's been working. What is our statement or the use case statement that if caller is Fred Ludi, then I want assignment group should become as an incident automatically. Okay. Okay. We will do this practical part, a small one, and we will do that part. So now what we have to be do? First, we have to be create something similar like this. So now we'll go here and put the tables because we have to create this table. Okay. And here we will create a new table and we'll put LNG caller assignment group. This is my table and I need to be extend this table. Which table I'm going to, from which table I'm going to be extend is not the task table. No, this time it's not the task table. This time it's called the matching table. Let me check this one. Let me check if I'm not wrong. Not this table. DL definition rule match. Nahi. Look up something. DL matcher. Wait. Let me confirm. I'm getting confused here. Instead of putting the wrong table, let me check this table from where it has been extended. So what I will do, I'll copy this and open this table dot listening config not required config. अरे हाँ, did someone change the top part? Let me go here and search for tables. Easy one, scroll down, tables, and search here. I would just see that from which table it has been extended. Okay, matcher rules. It has been extended from the matcher rules. So we have to be extended from the matcher rules only. This one, data lookup matcher rules. Okay. If you want to create any new menu card, okay, sorry, if you have to create new menu, then you can create it. I want to do it in the LNG only. Do we have something in this one, LNG? I'm not creating any new module, and I'll create another save. Nothing new I'm doing. I'm just following the previous method, that is creating a new table, but this time table has been extended from the data lookup matcher rules. How I know this thing? It's come from the experience. So slowly and steady, when you start using the ServiceNow table, you will get to know these things. Now, if you see that this table has these 16 columns, what we need? We need that this table must contain two fields. One, where I can store the caller. Second, where I can store the assignment group. So what I will do, I'll click on the new here. Type I want is a reference. Why? Because I'm not writing the caller. I'm picking up the caller from the other table. Okay, then I'll say caller lookup. Okay, and then I'll come to the reference specification. From which table I want to extend? Sys underscore user table. This one. Rest I'm not doing anything. Submit. One field get created, right? Check. Now the second field. What I need? Assignment group. Type, definitely reference again. Column assign underscore lookup. Okay, and I'll here sys underscore user underscore group table and submit. The first part has been done. What is that first part? Is that create a schema to store the data. Now what we'll do? We will create the data. Which data? Which has been created by these guys. Dot. Sorry, I'll show you here. PIP. This one. Now we'll create this data. So we created our table and now we're going to put the data in that one. And what is our table name? Under LNG we have that module, right? See, where is the LNG? It's our table. Learn and grow, Eliza. Oh, where do we see? Did we save it? Let me save. So this is our table, right? So we have to get the data under this one. So let me copy and open.list. Oh, sorry, it should be you. Nobody is noticing that we are doing wrong thing. .list. Okay. Now we need to put the value for this too. Click on the new. I said when the caller is Fred Ludy, then the assignment group should be incident. Submit. Right? Let me change this to up. Then it is easy to understand. New. When the caller is Arnab Rai Chaudhary, then the group is okay. One more. When the caller is able tutor, then the group is application development. Submit. So I created the lookup table here. Now, if you come here and open the incident, great. I said if caller is Fred Ludy, assignment group did not populate it. Why? Because the last step is pending in this sequence. And what is the last step? To put this configuration which we created on the incident table. And for this, we will go here and we'll search for the data lookup definitions. Click here. Because we have to create this thing now. My data is ready. Now, so what we did? We put the chocolates in the room of Eliza, left side in the corner. There is a drawer. Under that drawer, there is a third drawer. We put the chocolates there. Now we have to tell these instructions to the kids. This is what we are going to do in the definition now. New. I want to create a data lookup rule. Yes. Here. And data lookup is, the name is LNG incident lookup. It says what is the source table. Do you guys remember the transform map? Do you guys remember the transform map? Yes
Yeah.
or no?
Yeah.
In the transform map, what we did the source table, right? And the source table was my import set table. And the target table was my user table or the group table.
Yeah.
So here it says that what is the source table you are bringing, from where I should go and check the data. I said go and check the data in in this table which I just created. LNG caller assignment group. Okay, pick up. And where to map it? Sorry, source table should be incident.
Yeah, I thought source table should be incident.
Incident, right? That from where I should pick up the value and where I can go and map it. I said go and map in this table.
The LNG. Yeah.
Correct. And click on the save. This we done table to table level mapping. In the import side, what we did after table level mapping? We did the field level mapping, mapping assist. Remember, that user ID should be matched with the user ID, email should match with the email, right? From the import set and the transform, from the user table. So now the same thing we have to be do in the matcher. What should I match? In the source table, there is a field called the caller ID. I'm saying this thing. Match this with the LNG caller, this one. Match this field of this field. Submit. If you get a match, set what to set? Same thing. Set the assignment group. And where to pick up the assignment group value? Pick up the assignment group value from the this place and submit. And save. As of now, I'm not checking anything else here. Clear everybody? Any doubt, any question?
All good.
Elisa?
All good.
Good. Now, let's follow this thing. Let's give a try. Come here, refresh the page, and now put Fred Ludi. It did not work. It did not work, right? What do you say? Now let's try to save this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it was saved.
Now it is working. But the thing is that, Atul, why it was working for impact and urgency? See, we did not change. We did not say, but it's showing the value. Right? So for this, and also let's say if I change from Fed Lady to Kanya, okay. Why it's not coming? Come on. Maybe some access issues there. Okay, fine. Now let's see here. It says why it is not working. That is the first part. Number one, if you see here, run on the form change. I want as soon as I make a changes, it should run. Practically it should run here. That's very much true. Okay. Second option, run on the insert. When I am inserting the record, then also it should work. And third, run on the update. Now a record has been created. If I want to make a change, let's say I'm putting anybody else's name, let's say David Lu. Practically it should be blank. Because David what we have said that for Fred Ludi it should work, but David Lu should not work. So in this case, come here and we have to make a change on this part. Number one, go to matcher and put the exact lookup match is the true. Number one part. And in the setter, say always replace. If we did not find the value, replace it. And now if you reload this one, Let's say I put the Fred Ludi first. Why Arnab name is not coming? Come on. That's something new. Let's say Fred Ludi and save. Just to be see that if it is replacing or not. Let's say David Dan and now save. Still it is not replacing it. This is what we have to be see that why it's not replacing. Caller Arnab Rai Chaudhary. Let me try to see, because the reason it did not work, one reason is that these groups must have a type, and I'll put the type called ITIL. It means it can be used on incident, change and problem. That is the first part. In the change as well, I'll put ITIL. This is one of the topic which I never like to be discussed, because I always stuck in this topic. It is a fact. I always stuck. See, it has no roles, but let me give a role of the ITL. But it should work actually. It should not be the case. Okay. And Arnav is already having a role. Okay. Now let's do one thing. Let's create a new incident. Create new. Let's say Arnav name. It should come. Right now. Is my concern now. Save. See, it is coming. Change management. If I put Fred Ludi, why it's not changing after saving it? After saving it gets changed, but not before. Let me check the other one. Run on the form. Let's check the one. Did we are we making any change? All are true. Why it's not working for us, even though we have everything same? Active, 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 and all these things will be there. So false. Let me put this as a false, because my main intention is that it should work automatically. And who was the third user? Arnab, and its name. Not sure that why it's not here. Right, Ludi. Now Arnab name is okay. Why Arnab name is not coming? Come on, yaar. It should not be the case. The username should be come properly here. Okay, maybe something we did wrong. Let me go and check the lookup table. Tables and come here. Maybe in that table we did not put something correctly. This one. No, there was nothing wrong in this table. It is all same. Assign lookup. when date, it doesn't matter here. Choices report, choice list specification, default value, everything is same. Maybe I need to be check again that what's wrong here. Not even unique as well. No. Okay, but the concept which we want to be discuss is this only. Now, one thing which I want to be divert from here is that mainly the use case which we pick up, it is not the right use case. It is not the right use case. Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. That why it's creating a problem. Okay. Okay. Now with this, there's another concept came, which is called the assignment lookup. And this lookup specifically work on the assignments only here. Let me show you example. That is the, I'm sure that is the reason. Assignment this assignment lookup rules. Okay. What it says. First, let's see this assignment. What they are saying. Okay, this is assignment rules are there. What is the assignment rule? Let me pick up something on incident. Yes, number one. There are the three ways to assign an incident to the group. One is the manual, second with the workflows, and third with the assignment rules. This is what we're discussing now. What this says that I am creating an assignment rule, even though this is not a part of this particular course. We discussed this thing in the ITSM trainings. If there is an incident which is in the incident table and I have to be assigned to the service desk group. And if you want to write a script, you can write. Like if I say if I say automatically to whom it should assign. If there's a no assignment group, to whom you want to assign it. I said, please assign every incident to the survey desk. Now nobody is sitting in the background to assign. There are the assignment rules which work in the background like this, even though it's active false now. If I create a new incident here, let's say I'm assigned to Brett Luby. Hello. And save. Now see, it has been assigned to server desk. Why? Because there is an assignment tool working in the background which assign the incident to the service desk. As per the condition, if I say, okay, if the short description contains the word LNG, then it should go to the LNG batch 13 group. If I say and short description contains LNG, then it should assign to batch 13. Save. Now, if I put the word LNG and save. Alright, did we save this? Maybe it worked only the first time when the assignment group is blank, not again. let me try this. And save. No, it will not work now. It work only first time only. Okay, so this is the first part. Second part, in the same sequence, that if category is something like category is hardware, category is software, then I want it should go to this particular group. This can happen with the help of the assignment lookup rules. And this is what you can see here. If category is inquiry assigned to Fred Ludy, let's create a new incident. Category is this. Let's say I'm putting Arnab name here. I'll not put LNG now. I'll put hello and save. Array, it did not come here. Let's see, is it active or not? Open this. It is at okay, and subcategory is the email. Okay, subcategory should be the email. So now it is becoming. See, Fred Ludy. So there are multiple ways to do the assignment. But now the question comes, let's see if I do like this. Let's get a new incident. I want to show a specific use case here. Let's say I put Arnab. Okay, I put email. Fred Ludy is coming. Now I'll put LNG. Practically and logically, it should go to batch 13 now. Save. It is not going to batch 13. Maybe batch 13 is not the part of the ITL group. So let do that thing fix first. Which is the group table? Here is the group table.
So many configuration.
Yes. Batch 13. Let me put the type to ITIL. And now let's create a new incident. Call up Arnab, email, LNG, and save. No, it's not coming. The reason
is still not showing.
Sorry?
The group is still not showing.
Yes. The reason why the group is not showing. Any idea? Any idea?
I'm sure you saved it.
Yes, we saved it. Now, this is the one use case. Let me show the other use case. Let's create a new, this one. Able tutor. And save. See, now the group is coming. Let's take another use case. Duplicate. Because here you need to be understand the basic configuration. Same thing. Able tutor, email, and LNG. Now it's becoming. In that case, maybe something different is happening. The reason being sometime what happened, and if you notice that I told you in the beginning that there is a field called the order number, order, right? That play a very key role in all this stuff. We have to see that why it's not working for the survey desk part. What's wrong there, LNG, why it's not be working. So everything has been defined in an order sequence. First, it will run for this, second it. Now, if you see, is this application development, or maybe the reason which I'm thinking it should work. Yes, okay. Practically, if I say Fred Ludi is not the part of this group. I know this lady, Bushra Akhtar. Practically, Fred Ludi is not a part of this group. Then, if I try to be assigned, see now it's not coming. This is what the forceful injection of the data in system. And this concept is called the data policies. We are integrating, we're combining 2-3 terms here. We started with the data lookup. Then we come on the assignment lookup. And now we're coming on the data policies. And there's another term called the UI policy, which we discuss on the scripting part. Now, what is the data policies? Data policy is basically used to make sure the right and the correct data should go in the system. This is called the data policies. Data policy has been used when you are bringing the data from the outside world, like transform map. Why I'm not able to put date of birth here? Because this is not a date. This is as per the data policy. Data policy did not allow me to enter the date of birth or the employee number in the assignment group or assigned to group. So if you come here, you can see data policies. See and leave. Now, if I want to see on the incident table, make close info mandatory when resolved or the closed. Okay, they're using the UI policies on this part. See, apply to the import set, apply to the SOPs. Sorry, SOP, I'm saying SOAP. I'm not going in depth for this one because this is not a much topic of our discussion. The only thing is that to tell you, when I am bringing the data in service now from the third party tool, it can be integration, it can be Excel sheet, it can be imports and anything I can say. Then we apply the data policies. And sometime we use the UI policies as a data policy as well. So this is what they are take. Use as a UI policy on the client. This is actually a UI policy, but we're using this UI policy as a data policy as well. This is very good point to make sure that data which is coming should be correct. Like if I take example, you are filling a form. In that form, they ask to enter the email and you mention the email something like this. abc.com. This is not a valid email. So they can put the data policy for this one. That until unless a email ID must contain @ like this, it is not a valid one. Now it is a valid one. So there are data policies. Let me go back and see, do we have anything on the user table? (117) policies are there. Problem record. I'm seeing some simple one just to show you. Okay, let's say the number one, mandatory fields. What it says. Make sure table name and the number always filled out. This is my data policy. And what they're doing in the background, they have a rule. Category and number should be mandatory. Are they using as a UI policy? Yes. They are saying that I can use this data policy as a UI policy as well. So if you see here, okay, that is a number table. Fine. Okay, but no, nothing. I got distracted for some other reason. Okay, so today what we discuss on the broader side, let me come here. Number one, what is the lookups and what is the data lookup? Mainly when you deal on this data part, sorry, this part, this is called the data lookup. But when you specifically work on the assignment groups, that is called the assignment lookups. If you want, you can create your own priority lookup. Do one thing, create 3 fields or 2 fields in your own table and try to build a priority lookup. So if you're working specifically on the assignment group, either via assignment lookup or assignment rules, then it is called as assignment lookup rules, not the data lookup rules. And to make sure the correct data come into the system, we use the data policies. And we can use the data policies as a UI policy as well. Or we can convert it to the UI policy or vice versa. What is UI policy? We'll starting soon. Okay. Clear, everybody? Any doubt? Any question?
No. Could you
I'm
please
good.
go back to your notes?
This one, right?
Yeah. So you put lookup, assignment, lookup. They are the same thing.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted.
No. Sorry. This is not. This is for the example.
Yeah.
Which let's now give. This is basically the separate concept that if I want to assign my incident to a specific group. So if you come here, don't be confused. So if you come here, there's a one concept called the data lookup.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a one concept called the
Assignment rule.
assignment lookup. Correct.
Lookup.
This one.
Yeah.
These two are the two different concepts. Assignment lookup only work for the assignment rules, assignment groups.
Yeah, and data is for the priority.
Data is for anything like on the data format, you want to do something on the incident table by using this
The
field.
priority impact.
Correct. Correct. So that is the thing.
So in your notes, that the first one should be changed to data.
Data lookup, you can say, because we are using the okay, let me put data lookup.
Yeah.
And second one is the
Assignment lookup. Yes. Okay.
Okay. In the data lookup, we do the matcher and the setter. In the assignment lookup, we do basically this part.
Yeah.
That your priority, sorry, not priority, your in category, subcategory, on the basis that you can update the assignment group assigned to.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question, Sahil?
No, I'll just rewatch the video.
Okay, yes, that's be a good one. Okay, let me stop the recording and we'll take a attendance now.